All right, testing. All right, testing. Okay, I am back for another stream. And apologies, I did have to play around to get this game to work in my recording software. Hence, I had to just display my screen. So I'm just going to make sure that you guys can actually see that. There we go. Beautiful. Okay, so I'm back with another set of indie games, with another set of developers. We're getting close to Christmas, and usually in previous years things slow down, and I would, kind of take a bit of a break over Christmas. But I'm one crazy or dedicated streamer because I have not had any slowdown. We're getting tons and tons of games coming through, more than I can cover some weeks, but I have been keeping up, and we've got another set of fantastic games to show you this week. Starting off with a good old-fashioned turn-based RPG, Aegis Force. Now, this is the demo of the game, as you can see in the top left-hand corner, and I was really enjoying it. I've actually been playing the hell out of this one, but I've run into some bugs. So I actually have a save where I was up to, because I think the developer really wants to know about this one. There's a couple of bugs that crashed the game, so it is, of course, a demo, and that is why, the sort of feedback the developer's going to want. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to jump in. I've got a couple of different saves to test my theory and just see if it's a once-off. I've managed to trigger the bug 2 or 3 times, and in typical me QA fashion, I've done a pretty thorough test. But we're going to jump in. I'm going to show you where I'm at. Now, apart from these bugs, I've really been enjoying the game. It's been really solid. Really solid. I've been loving it. The combat system in the game, the exploration, some of the crafting is really reminiscent of an old school Final Fantasy style fantasy RPG. But I'm a bit concerned because I have run into some bugs. Now, I'm actually about, I think about maybe an hour into the game, so not super far into the game, but far enough to, to have a bit of an idea of whether I like this game or not. And yeah, I do like it. I like the old school pixel art style. I do like the sense of world exploration. Very, very expansive and fun world to run around in. There's the main character cast are pretty likable, and there is a crafting and building system in the game. Because it's a demo, I don't have too much of an opportunity to play with some of the mining and crafting. There's actually a mine that we passed earlier on. I don't have the ability to mine yet. But there is actually a pretty nice dialogue system in the game, so I'm going to show you that now. Now, this is a group of beastmen that have been attacking me. Now, we could just roll in and hit them up and kill them all. But there is the option to use some dialogue to make the game, or to make your characters avoid combat and resolve things peacefully. So the first time I rolled up and I fought them and I killed all of them, and it really didn't give me that much of a reward. So we're going to try a bit of a different route this time. Greyland is the centaur, a centaur knight who our group rescues in the opening act of the game, and he's somewhat of a gentleman, and he is very good at speechcraft. So his silver tongue has gotten his silver tongue has gotten us out of a few sticky situations. So we are going to just see if he can talk to this commander. Now, we can say the soldiers depend on you to keep them safe, or they will need you to lead them. I'm going to play into his vanity, and I'm going to ask him, they need you to lead them. Now, by the mages having fled, that's a little bit of a white lie. We murdered them all. But what we're doing now is we're convincing the beastmen to leave peacefully. And oh, it worked. Okay. So we've got a dungeon key. That went really well. Last time I had to throw down. So we don't have to throw down this time. We had a peaceful resolution. And sometimes combat is better, but most of the time if you can negotiate, that will work out better for you. So and it's all down to you to know each of the characters' strengths. So Greyland is very, very good at diplomacy. Our ranger is very good at assassination. Our mage is very good at alchemy, as you would expect, and our warrior, well, he has a very sharp sword that he likes to put between enemies' ribs, so that works out well for him as well. Now here is the bug. So if we go up here, there is a hidden switch. So let me hit this hidden switch. And it's opened this gate. Now this is where the game crashes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to save the game right about here. And we're going to go through this door. I'm going to see if it crashes again. It's done it 3 times. So if we go down here, the game crashes. That must be him. There you go. I've done it again. Now, this is something developers are going to want to know, because this is game breaking. At the moment, I can move my mouse. I cannot do anything. The entire game is locked up. So it is actually frozen entirely, and I cannot do anything in the game. So what I'm going to do is I have to force close the game, but I thought it's a better use of the stream for me to showcase the bugs to the developer than it is for me to try and avoid them, because if I do that, then the retail version of this game is going to get out and there's going to come bugs included. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to force close out of the game. So just give me 1 sec. I'm going to restart things. Okay, let me start things again. And that is another bug, so the developers are getting good value out of me tonight. The reason why that's so loud is every time you start the game again, the sound levels reset. So there's bug number 2. Also, there is no way to close this menu without pressing the backspace button. That's a UI issue, but I'm going to count that as a bug. That's bug number 3. By the way, developer, I am payable by PayPal or by check. You get a stream and you get a round of QA on your game. No extra charge. So let's jump in again and try this again. I spent my whole day doing QA, and I can just come home and did another round for you. It's all good. Okay, so let's try this a second time, and if it does it again, then like it pretty much confirms this bug. Okay, ready? Boom, starting again. So I can't move. I thought maybe I had to scroll the camera. Oh! God, you've actually got to hold down the middle mouse button. But I can't move. Okay, I rotated the camera. Let me just Alt-Tab out. Let me try again. I'm going to close this again, sorry. Let's close this one more time. So apparently you have to rotate the camera, but I sat here and I pressed every button on the keyboard. Oh, there we go. Let's turn that down again. I hope it's that simple. I stand by that being a pretty serious issue though, because if I sat there and I pressed every button on the keyboard, not knowing you have to use the middle mouse button and scroll the camera. Also, if you scroll the camera manually with your mouse, you have to hold down that button and it doesn't tell you. It does not tell you to do that, and you could potentially be stuck there. I was playing around with this earlier today and I was like, this has to be a bug. Okay, let's try again. Scroll, scroll, scroll. Okay, so that's what you have to do. But again, like, it doesn't tell you that you're supposed to rotate the camera. I can't move though. I still can't move after I rotated the camera. No. I can swing. Let me try this again. I'll try and go a different route. Fair enough. Okay, so it's actually, you gotta rotate the camera. Still though, like no hint that you're supposed to do that. It's not in the tutorial. It's not mentioned anywhere. And the fact that the character was stuck there, standing there, and I pressed virtually every button on the keyboard, it's pretty easy to assume, especially if, you know, I tested it pretty. I was sitting there doing this, scrolling to the edge of the screen, trying the middle mouse button. It's actually a combination of the right mouse button. You have to pan the camera around and around until until the other character off screen comments. Otherwise, it's never going to work. So, granted, I in their defense, that could have been me, but I still think that's probably that is definitely a UI thing they probably need to look at. At least give the player some sort of indication that's what you need to do, or at least explain that you're supposed to do that somewhere in the tutorial. It doesn't explain it, so now I know to rotate the camera. I hope it's that simple, because until I got to that point, I was actually really liking the game. That's literally the only thing I have to say that I wasn't a fan of. I'm going to go a different way though, and we'll come back and see if that works. Okay, we don't have the key for that. Ooh, what's up here? Oh, another. Are these guys going to roll? Life's been sweet ever since we got these gadgets from the lion lady. What's her name? Pencil scared you. Venzel. I dropped one of the gizmos she brought for the abbot. The way she looked at me, scary. All those machines give me the creeps. I heard the abbot kept some of the best ones for himself in the cathedral. Get back to your posts. Okay, we're going to throw down again. Now, what he's talking about is, yeah, there are a number of different mages who've been claiming they're the greatest mage in existence, and we rolled all of them. This does look pretty nasty, though. We're gonna have to fight. Oh, hello. You're an enemy of Kulku, thus I have assisted you. I am Callan, this is Orvis, Vedette, and Greyland. I am Peter O'Day of the Zorua tribe. I will assist you again. Well, that was a very, very well-timed bit of assistance. Now, this is why I really like the game. You have free movement, and then you can gauge where you want to attack. So I am going to be going for these guys here. These guys have a ranged attack, and I really want to take them out first. So we can do this. Very nice. Damn, I'm being poisoned. Now, whenever positioning in this game is very important, and whenever you get close to an enemy, you can attack them from behind. So that's going to do an extra bit of damage, which is exactly what we're going to do right now. Arrow right in the spine. You dead, son? Ouch. Now, I don't know what our new friend's abilities are, so I guess we're going to test them out. Spear stab. Ooh, yeah. I'm just a bit worried about our main hero. His health isn't in great shape. I can heal him though. And we're going to finish this guy off though. Just because I don't want him to have the opportunity to attack. Oh man, your health is not great. I'm actually going to use an item here. Let's go with a health potion. Now, I do have a very, very nice ability to heal. With my mage, but of course it does take quite a lot of mana, but I mean, our main hero, he's a bit of a tank. Okay, so now we gotta, yeah, we gotta help our hero Callan out. He's very much in a nasty spot here, so I'm going to, who can I mess up the most? No. Okay, I'm going to go for these guys because they're just going to keep they are going to keep hitting me with arrows. Didn't work too well. Okay, let's move to here. Shot in the back. That's what you get, son. Okay, and you should go here. Beautiful. We're starting to even the odds. You can now attack him. Do I have any special abilities? I do not. Now, I'm actually wanting them to go for Callan because of his health. And I'm going to now heal Greyland. Beautiful. Now I want Greyland. I want him on the front line. I want him taking the hits instead of Callan. Okay, let's move you to here. And go for a back hit. Boom, that's another one down. I think the odds are looking a lot more even now. Okay. I'm thinking... Shot in the back. Get that up, yeah. Ooh, okay, yeah. You're not looking in the best shape, so we might just, let's get Greyland here. And use him to block. Hopefully he'll take the hits instead of... Oh, look at that, son. That's how it's done. Beautiful. That, you see that? So now we've used our main fighter as bait. And now I can use this. And this actually turned out to be a lot easier than what I thought. Yeehaw! So it looks like we've hit level 5 with our main cast. Why did you help us? My intervention was necessary to save you from defeat. I was inspired to act by your blunderous attack, and for that I'm grateful. You're welcome, I guess. Also rude. That cowardly mage dropped something. There's our second key. We'd be better served by locating the abbot. Have you heard of Venzel Skada? He's a Terramain lieutenant. Now she's giving weapons to the Kalku. So the Kalku are a race of animal creatures that are hostile to most of the civilized countries of the region. They've been waging war. And, I mean, obviously the game does kind of pick you up without too much of an explanation and backstory. But I like that. Like, the one of the things about this game is it doesn't hand feed you the story. Something, you know, there's no huge text crawl. Well, there is a text crawl at the start of the game, obviously, but it's very much just explaining enough for you to understand what's happening in the game, and that's it. I thought I'd have a key. Why do I not have a key? Maybe it's to the other gate. Ah, there we go. We'll keep going this way anyway. I may come back to that bug I was talking about earlier. I hope it's just as simple as you requiring to move the camera. And if that is, yet fair enough, that's on me. But the fact it doesn't explain it, I still think is probably a valid point that, you know, the game should probably have some sort of cue or explanation telling you to do that. Okay. 2 keyholes and 1 key's missing. Cathedral's off limits. The abbot needs us quiet to get the machine from SCADA working. We've locked the doors and took the keys. Okay. Off we go. You can sprint. Can I go up here? Obviously, they're bear traps, so we're not going to go near them. I guess. Don't run through that. Oh, guys. Can't go that way. Can't go that way. Guess we're going this way. I mean, I must have to go that other way. We've gone every other direction, so I guess we'll head back to where the game... Now I know I need to move the camera. We can't break those open. Anything in here? Nope. Yeah, so you can rotate the camera, but it's really confusing to have a cutscene that requires you to move the camera and then it doesn't. There's like something happening off screen and then you're just trying to figure out. Let's try this again. I'm gonna save the game just in case we end up with the same problem again. It's not a big deal if that's the case. I think the game just probably... Yeah, so see, what you have to do... I'm just pressing... I press every button on this keyboard, move the mouse around, nothing happens. What you have to do is actually scroll the camera to find the character. Let's see if I can move this time. I'm pressing. Oh, look, I can move again. There we go. Oh, I'm glad we made it past that. I guess we could try and lie. When you... That's us. Long live Ularak. You're after my key. Well, we tried. He was going to run if we told him the truth anyway. Small health potion. Now I wonder if I can... Oh, it's okay. I've got to level up so all my characters got their health back. End of the line. Okay, so we got another throwdown, but the odds are somewhat more even. Now, in terms of who we want to kill first, these guys are nasty, but these rogues have poison, so they got to go first because they're just going to continually poison everybody in the area. So you die first because I want him to not poison anybody. And then we can finish him off. Beautiful. Okay, so now poison... There are no poison users in the mix. And you're not really doing that much damage. I think we're going to go after the fighters first. So let's do that. Beautiful. And Then I'm going to use fire. Actually, I reckon I can kill that goblin in one hit. Yeah, I don't have that ability yet. Let's try this, because I reckon if I use fire, I can one-shot this guy. Yep, beautiful. Okay. The odds aren't even yet, but they're approaching even. Can I? No, I can't move. That's okay. I can take you out next, though. Oh, critical hit. We're smoking them, son. We're rolling them up and we're smoking them. Okay, it's time for... We want to try and go for those backstabs. That should finish this guy off. Look at that. Guy's got no hope. No hope, son. Oh, this is going to hurt, though. He's going to hit my archer. Okay, and then what I can do is move here. No, that's she's too close. So let's maybe try this. No, because the bear's going to hit next. So I want to actually kill this guy because that will prevent him from attacking at all. So let's do that. It's not going to kill him though. I really need to get a back shot. I need to get a sneak attack. And I don't... Yeah. Alright, I may regret this, but sneak attack might one-shot this guy. Yep, that'll work. That'll work real good. Okay, and then I can fly over here and we can... Finishing shot. It's not looking good for you guys. It's not looking good. Now I can heal him. No. There we go. And then sneak attack. And love tap with the old sword. Boom. Now I do need to move my archer. She's getting worked over, so it's maybe... I mean, her range is pitiful. That's why she's getting messed up so hard, because I have to pretty much put her right in the action for her to be able to get any sort of damage. Okay, and then here. Yes! That's how we do it, boy. Now, I do feel a bit bad about misdiagnosing that bug, but I still... I'm not going to say it's a misdiagnosis. I still think it's a legitimate point that having the game make you guess that you have to pan the camera without explaining it. That's oh no. I found another bug. I had to see the enter button. I can't. Why is it? I can't do anything with that. Let me move over here. Look, it's... Oh, okay, I see. That's still like, look how far I am away for that button to... I thought it was something that was popping up. It's just like a lot of little UI issues in the game. I got a bit excited there. I was like, I found a bug. That is actually a bit of a bug. Look how far. So this is the prompt to enter the cave, and it's active until you're like right over here. Look, active, 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 not active. Okay, so now I'm guessing I have to pan the camera. It won't let me go inside otherwise. There we go. Yeah, it's just like a lot of little UI things in the game. And I do like this game. I actually really like it. It's a lot of fun. I think it's just it needs a bit of work. So the developer has put the demo out to get feedback. So I hope, even though I did mess up in a few areas, I still think there's some valid feedback for them. Okay, let's see if we can go into this. Oh, look at that. What? What's up with that texture? Okay, that's just this minor visual bug. I guess I'm probably being a little bit too hard on this game. The rampaging fools return. We didn't need to. I found these dolts licking their wounds, but under my command you'll face the combined forces of the three mages. I never agreed to this. For now we put an end to this attack. With my raw magical power and my army of beasts, and my unmatched arcane knowledge, you will fall. Okay. Whoa, okay, yeah, this looks rough. We got quite a fight coming our way. I'm trying to think the best way to handle this. That looks pretty rough. I think breaking right and attacking these group here, killing this mage before he can do anything, is our best bet. I'm going to move Callan into position, and we're going to use a defensive skill. Hopefully these guys will be stupid enough to attack him. Why are these guys attacking each other? Okay, that suits me fine. She's gonna get poisoned. Okay, yeah, I don't really have any other abilities. I think I just might move this guy here, because he doesn't have a defensive skill, so I think just plant him here for now. Okay, I have no idea why these guys are fighting each other, but that suits me just fine. He hasn't got defensive abilities either, so let's just park him here. Okay, let's heal our archer, because she's not in great shape. I'm happy to let these guys fight it out, to be honest. They're just fighting each other, so let's just let them go. Honestly, I was worried about fighting this many guys. How many times are you going to have unavoidable accidents, bro? We could probably just gang up on him. I reckon that's our best bet. We just roll up on one of the mages and just kill him. Hit him with everything we got. Ow! Okay, yeah, they're gonna go down. Let these guys fight amongst themselves and we'll fight the mages. I really like the way this game looks. Just the, you know, the demo, the combat system in the game's very smooth. Okay, Mr. Mage, you've got to die, and you've got to die right now. Well, that was easy. One hit. Okay. Okay. And I will attack the poison user. No more poison. And can I attack? No, I cannot. Okay, so it makes sense. Instead, I will kill this guy just to get him out of the way. And if you are dumb enough to get in the way again, you're gonna die. Okay, you can probably actually no, because he'll just get rolled up. You okay? You okay? Everyone's kind of healed up. Let's just heal her. That's right. Fight it out. I think the plants are going to win. Ouch, okay. That's alright. We got to finish this quick, because once those plants kill the last of the other force, they're going to be coming for us. I don't like, too, that the camera pans and you can't see the screen sometimes. And during these combat sections, when there's something happening, the camera locks, so I can't do anything while this is happening. Okay, so these mages got to go. So you on the left, you're going first. I hope you're as easy to kill as your other... Nope. Oh, see this? I hate it when that happens. And one arrow to the spine in order to do the job. That's mage 2 of 3 down. It's not looking good for you guys. With all these mages dead, their minions are going to fall real quick. I'm just going to let them fight it out. I'm happy to let them fight it out. And let's give you a dose of... Oh, I can't. Can I... I can. I mean, these guys are going to win. The plants are going to win. But by the time they do... their health is going to be decimated. Oh, yeah. Let's go. Let's roll you up there. I reckon they'll kill him, and then that leaves 3. And a 3 on 4 or 3 on 5, we're going to win this easy. These guys got softened up. Let's move you up to here. Okay, that ought to create a very nice target for these guys. Yeah, can't get any hits from here. Now he's got his defense skill up, so it's not really going to do a whole lot of damage. This, however, is going to do a ton. Backstab. Get wrecked. 1 down, 2 to go. And this guy has a nice backstab skill too, so you can get wrecked. And then you can... No? Very nice. We got 1 left. We got this in the bag, baby. Backstab. I don't think he's going to get... No, he might get 1 hit in. Didn't even feel it. And that is a victory for us. And a ton of potions too. We're not even using potions. How could Ulurak allow us to lose? Isn't it obvious they were fated to meet the abbot? And you were fated to become fertilizer. Go to your destined demise. May your deaths be as pointless as your lives. Okay, I think it's a good time to save the game. Let's do that. Let's go meet the abbot. Shall we? I'm really glad I managed to get past that because I was worried that I'd found a game-breaking bug. And when I'm wrong, I'm wrong. I'll admit it. Who goes there? Just some visitors for the abbot. We'll see ourselves into his chambers. Okay, so we've got to... We're going to go and meet our good friend the abbot. I guess we could go down. No other way to go here. some sort of mausoleum. Here lies our beloved Mayor Vargos, a captain of Genua with the voice of an angel. My heart resides with my wife, with whom I made beautiful music. My courage dwells with my fallen soldiers on the emerald battlefields of our country. In their peace will I find my rest. Okay, well there's nothing down here by the look of it. Let's go and see. I think it's a spell for raising the dead. The Kalku couldn't get it to work. Your knowledge is dazzling, Sir Orvis. You learn many dialects as a dragon, Magus. I'm just glad the Kalku didn't know what incantation requires. Bolognian Magnu Alma. Quite a tongue twister. Looks like we may have... Anyone doubts that you're pure of heart, here's proof. If these guys don't kill us first. Well, looks like we're rolling against the undead, so let's have a look and see. There's going to be a couple of attacks, so I am going to place him in defensive mode. Actually, no, I'm just going to attack this guy. Oh, I should have done defense. Okay, well, I mean, these guys hurt, but... Ooh, I've got to be careful here. I don't want to... Oh, there we go. Looks like they're very weak against an arrow. I'm going to take a hit, though. Okay. Let's move you to here and see if we can... Yeah, they're not super tough. I mean, they're pretty clever, though. They are going for the characters that are going to take the most damage. I'm going to have to heal. Going to have to heal my archer. Okay, and backstab for you. Ooh, that was a good one. So we'd like to see. And I should be able to hit you in the back. Yeehaw! We smoked him. And we hit level 6 too. I kind of... If I had to have a bit of criticism, it's that the characters don't have a whole lot of skills. Like, most of the characters just have some variation on a basic attack. It would be nice to have, like, I've got a defense and offense skill for my warrior. And that's it. Like, that's literally it. It's empty for shiny objects. Okay. Ornate keyring. Well, I guess that's what we get for... I imagine now we're going to have more undead popping out of their coffins, so... Yep. I don't want to tangle with him. This guy looks like bad news. Let's go around. We're surrounded. Okay, now this looks a little bit more of a challenge. I am going to use defensive mode because we're going to take some hits here. Okay, And I think it's time for my archer to come in clutch, because I remember she was quite effective against these guys. Yes, very much so. One shot, baby. Okay, let's see if we can... I want to see if I can get some more of those sneaky hits in. I want to try and end this fight before we get mobbed. Once they kind of encircle us, we're going to be in some trouble here. Beautiful. Backstab. Okay, who needs healing? No one really. Let's see if I can... Instead, see if these guys are fireproof. They are not. They're very weak against fire. Yeah, you can just wail them on Callan all day. He's got that plate mail armor. The rest of the guys not so much though. Ouch. Yeah, that's right. Hit him. He can take it. This is what we want. I put him there deliberately. And I'm gonna go defense again, because these guys actually you can take, yeah, they're all full health. Okay, we got to do something to help our little centaur friend, because he's getting mobbed. There we go. Look at him drop. Starting to get used to the whole backstab system in the game. Maybe I should get some healing on these guys. They're hurt pretty bad, so... The health carries across between battles, so probably doesn't hurt to keep them topped up. Plus, these guys can hit on Callan all day. He's not even feeling it. Yeah, baby. Yeah, I can't hit him there. We'll move our centaur over here. Greylands. He's good for the old backstabs. I could hit this guy, but I'm gonna top off Callan's health. And then we can hit this guy in the back. Oh no, 20 health, who cares? He's got like 500. Boom. The combat in this game's really smooth. I like it. And I'm really, again, I'm really glad that issue I thought was a game-breaking bug I was wrong about. So glad, because this game's, I was like, oh no, when I found it, because I was really getting into this game. And it's more of like a UI issue, usability issue, which is something, which is great. That's the best sort of bug you want. It's something you can easily fix. Are these angel statues? No. Didn't your dad make you learn the organ as a kid? I don't play by ear very well, though. You're playing would drive me away. If I had some sheet music. Okay, anything in the bookshelves? Yeah, the camera's a bit janky sometimes. And it can get in the way of where you're going. But like these are like all little issues of the game. Let's go in here. So we're looking for sheet music. Nope. You make it a few entries. Here we go. When I hear our names together, in some ways I never believed it would arrive. In others, I feel like it's always been this way. We spend these days as we always wished. Me playing music on the organ and him bringing it to life with his voice. Okay. Myra and I have taken to supporting church services with our music. We start with standard hymns, but the priest himself is now interested in hearing our original compositions. The priest has given us access to the organ in the upper cloister so we can compose our music in peace. It's behind a special door on the second floor. I received a letter this morning that my sweet Maya was killed in a battlefield in Turamain a fortnight ago. I will play it once more for him when his body is laid to rest. Okay. I think that's it. There's no other music. Here we go. Time to commence negotiations. We can finally get to the abbot. Let's go. Also, when characters go into new rooms, you see that kind of pile on top of each other and standing on each other's heads. There's just like a lot of little... It's not a big deal. It's just like a lot of little things that are in the game. I mean, for a demo, though, this is very solid. And I've never been so glad to be wrong about that bug. Because I was like, oh man, I hope this is going to work. Because I really, really like the combat in this game. Why won't this blasted thing work? Skada assured me. Unstoppable. Unmatched might. Quite a nice toy you've got there. You must be the ones tearing thoughtlessly around my mountain. My music man told me all about you. We've been dismantling your operation piece by piece. Can you demolish a shadow, stretch out your hand, and stop dawn from breaking? But we can defeat your mages, drive you from my lands. My mages are no loss. I only wish I could have killed them myself. Our work will continue without them. Thanks to their failure, I must purge you personally. Here we go. Now, this is going to be interesting because I think this guy, he's going to strike next. So I'm actually going to want to position myself and start up a defense. Actually, I just thought I actually want to have him turn. Yeah, I want to have him this way so I can bring up my other characters and strike him in the back. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a defensive skill and hopefully bait him into attacking Callan. Clever. He saw through my ruse. Let's see if I can. Oh, 600 health. Bloody. There's a lot of health. And we're only doing 50 damage per hit. This is going to take a lot of punishment to drop him. I don't want to bunch people up too tight because in case he has any area of effect abilities, and I'm going to see if I can drop some fire on his dome. Oh, that worked. Okay, let's see if I... Good old backstab. Hell yeah. Get that up here. Did he not do it? Is he going to attack at all? He's just chilling. Surely this isn't it. If I kill him without him even getting an attack off, that's going to be pretty poor boss battle. Oh my god. He didn't even get a hit. Okay, that's a pretty bad boss battle, I'm not gonna lie. Developer, I was able to kill this abbot on the first try and he didn't even get a hit on me. 0 damage. In fact, the fights against his underlings and the skeletons in the crypts were more challenging than the abbot himself. Yeah, that's a bit disappointing. It went high level to remain tech. It didn't matter. I rolled him up and I smoked him. He didn't even do anything. Let's gather anything of interest. Yeah, that's... I'm not going to lie. That is actually... That's a bit disappointing. What a crypt to this village's greatest soldiers, ready to be called into the service of Ularak. The warriors will be powerful under my command if I can get them to awaken. A frustrating rollback. I've employed all of Kelku's regular necromancy spells and rituals, but these bag of bones remain unraised. Bekul recommends using binds to animate the dead, but as always he misses the point. We're looking for new avenues. One of our spies found a scrap of parchment about reanimation in one of the pack's libraries in Vingarad, or Vikarad. The incantations are all written in a dialect of Molokan, or Molekian. The translation is vexing, but a promising lead. No matter how many times I attempt the ritual, it eludes me. There's no word in the text I can't decipher. Clarity, cleanliness, untainted. Regardless, the notion is that the caster must possess this quality to enact the spell. Not many clean souls around here. An old weathered tome. Let's have a look. Oh, is that... Okay, it's the same book. Again, it's like 3 copies of the same book? Surely not. Yeah, it's... So, there's 3 books from 3 different... That's another bug. 3 books from 3 different mages, but all 3 of them say the same thing. Minor bug, but yeah, this whole encounter's a bit disappointing, to be honest. But everything up to this point, the battles are actually pretty good. That's why I was a little bit nonplussed about that. I thought, oh, we've got a pretty promising final battle, and they kind of hyped it up really to a really big degree. Am I stuck down here? Did I? Oh no! I fell off the roof and now I can't get out. I can't get out of here. I jumped off the roof thinking there was a secret. Now I'm stuck. Oh, bugger. Well, this, yeah. My earlier bug, fair enough. That was a UI issue. This is a legit bug. And this means I can't actually progress anymore, so I can't show you the rest of the game because I'm going to have to... oh, I've got auto. Is that... Let me see. I mean, I'm stuck here. I might as well... There we go. That's, Oh, I've got all the clues. I found another bug. So I picked up all the tomes. The game's auto-saved. But now I can't exit. Oh, so I'm going to have to load the save all the way back. That's a bad bug. So there's actually 2 bugs in a row. So the game's actually auto-saved after I picked up the 3 tomes. And now it's not letting me leave the room. So I'm going to have to leave it here. It's a bit of a mixed bag because on one hand, I'm really disappointed that I couldn't progress any further. But on the other hand, I think we've found some really interesting bugs for the developer to fix, and we got them in real time. So I really do like this game. I think it's got a lot of promise, but there is a lot of things that they need to fix up. And we've just from playing the game for a bit over an hour, plus the hour and a half I played before the stream, have found 2 pretty serious bugs within a short amount of time. So I'm going to have to leave it here because I can't progress any further now due to this bug without going back and loading an old save. So I am going to have to leave it here, but I really think that's going to hopefully give the developer a starting point on what to fix. So yeah, like I said, I really like this game. It's got a lot of promise, and I'm really hoping the dev can fix these issues. And, you know, who knows? They did mention having a look at the full game. So if you want another round of QA, developer, you know where to find me. But we're going to move on to the next game.